when I got the clear parts out here to look at, I noticed that in the plastic bag there was a loose staple, and apparently it was kept scratching the glass part, the plastic part up a bit. That's not good. So I just went through all 4 of these Laplace polishing cloths, 2400 grit, 4000, 6000, and 8000, in order to get this looking fairly nice. So what I'm going to do is attach it to this thing here, and I'm going to be dipping it in Pledge Future Shine, Pledge Future Floor Polish. So, I haven't used this in a long time. Just get enough in there. And I need a paper towel. Get that ready. Okay, so I'm just gonna dip this into, oh, I need more, it's not deep enough. Fill it up some more. There. I don't want to get any bubbles on there though, that wouldn't be too good. There we go. And if the bubble's dry on there, just soak it in Windex and start over, I guess. But let's just wipe off the excess here. Do the other side here. It's looking a bit cleaner. But yeah, we don't want bubbles. It's getting rid of most of the bubbles there. And just drain it off on one side. Yeah, in one corner, and dab off the excess. So, it's mostly disappeared. We'll see how it looks when it dries, but I think it looks mostly okay, I guess. There we go. Neat. Because I'm not satisfied with the scratches, and the clear glass still looks a little bit scuffed up, I'm going to use glass cleaner, put it in a bowl, and just soak the glass, the windshield, and remove the coating of Future, and then start over again. Okay, I'm going to give the windshield another shot here. I just went through and sanded it all the way up to 8,000 grit, so it seems like it's pretty evenly cloudy. So I'm going to use some Tamiya polishing compound and rub it in. Just gonna put it on with my finger first, I guess. Okay. I got my Tamiya compound applicator, which is this here, and I'm just gonna rub it in. Rub it in, rub it in. I should probably wipe off excess though first, before I make a huge mess. While it's not 100% perfect, I'm not really comfortable. I don't know if I can ever get this perfect. You can still see, if I hold up to the light, I can still see a little bit of scratches. But compared to the way it was before, it looks pretty nice. Now I'm going to put this into the Tamiya. I'm going to put this into the future floor polish and see how it looks then. After applying the Tamiya compound, I've dipped this into future, and I have to say this looks pretty fantastic. I was not confident at all in this, but now that it is in the future soaked up, it looks almost good as new. I can't imagine I actually accomplished this. It took me a couple tries, but yeah, the Laplace working up to 8,000, and it still wasn't perfect. You know, I still saw some scratches. I can even see the scratches with my eyes. It wasn't like a perfect cloud. Even after applying the Tamiya compound with the compound applicator cloth, it still didn't look good. But now that I've dipped it into future, this looks pretty good. I can't... Gosh, this is such an accomplishment. This really is an accomplishment for me. Now, tackling airplane canopies with mold seam, I'm not intimidated anymore. You know, I have like a stack of Hasegawa Macross Valkyries that I would like to build those jets, but all this time I've been kind of hesitant because I wasn't confident. I was afraid I was just screwing up the canopy, but see that? That looks nice. I can't imagine how I was able to accomplish this, but with a bit of hard work, it actually came out to be pretty nice looking. So I'm just still blotting the corner here because I don't want to have any buildup. I want it to look nice. But yeah, this I'm really blown away. This is really, really cool. This is really nice. See, the front here didn't really matter. It was the back where that staple was loose inside the plastic bag. Now it looks pretty awesome. I'm very happy. Yay. Along with regular dusting, I've come up with a solution to the problem of dust particles. What this is a CD and DVD box. I bought this at the Seria 100 yen shop. So this will keep this dust free between paint applications. So what I did was I had to go and do the back here a little bit more. So I think we're ready for more work on this. So we're gonna have to do the silver on here, maybe chrome paint or something rather, and on the door handles as well. Also, I realized I need to paint the inside here. This something has to be done here. I don't want to leave this yellow. I want to paint this black somehow. So I'm gonna have to do something about that. So what I just accomplished was I just used some Tamiya flat black to paint these little emblems in the back here. They look just fine, I think. And once this is dry, I'm gonna go over it with silver or chrome or something, and pick out the where the chrome parts need to be, just like with the lines and such. I'll just have to do my best with doing it manually. So I'll show you what I have been doing here. I've been using chrome silver X11 Tamiya. I just elected not to use the enamel because I figure that if I screw up, it's a lot easier to take enamel off of lacquer than it would be for enamel, because I think the enamel thinner, while the lacquer may withstand it for the most part, it might eventually start to bother it, and I don't want to disturb it. So I'm fairly satisfied with the paint job, as you can see here. So, what I did, these logo emblems are a pain. If this was a newer kit, if I could find somewhere online where I could print my own decals, that would be great. But unfortunately, I do not have that luxury. So I more or less just kind of dry brushed on here. And for the excess, I'm still working on it though, so what you see is hopefully not going to be final. I just use a very, very fine tipped Q-tip, or not Q-tip, but Tamiya swab, and I'm using glass cleaner. Sprayed it into my little paint dish here, and just kind of rubbing in to get rid of the excess areas. And it's not going to be totally pretty, but it'll be better than nothing. So more or less, I think this is kind of what's going to happen here. This is maybe the best I can come up with. So I'm working on this door handle here, and I might go over it a couple more times to hopefully get rid of brush strokes. Just slowly build it up. I got the little key tumbler here. The back logo, better than nothing, I guess. I'm going to work on this. What you see is not the end result, of course. One thing I've noticed also, this part here, it has to be chrome. So I'm going to go over this. I'm going to see if maybe paintbrushing it might do it, or if I should just mask it off. It might be just kind of a big hassle. I also need to work on, see, this is what's happening here. What I probably should have done is made this with enamel, but I got these perpendicular lines here. It's not going to be pretty, but maybe it's better than nothing, I guess. I'm not going to spend too much time. Probably use a finer tipped paintbrush. It might be more efficient. Well, I wouldn't say might. I'm sure it would be more efficient, so I won't go any further on that for now. So yeah, these old cars are pretty cool. I actually last night I was at the Gotemba factory outlet, and I saw this old Isuzu. I don't know what it was, but it was pretty freaking cool looking. This old car, two-door car. Because the old Japanese cars back then had rear view mirrors way up in the front, on top of the hood, instead of next to the driver's side, which I find is kind of interesting. But I don't know if Americans, I don't know. When I was in college, my hand-me-down car was my mom's old 1967 Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme. It was a 4-door, and that definitely had only one mirror. It was on the driver's side. The passenger side did not have a mirror, but it was just right here. So I've gone ahead and decided to mask the whole thing and just airbrush it. Because if I'm going to be masking it to paint it, to hand brush it, I might as well just airbrush it. Because I don't trust my hand painting skills for so much. I mean, if it's a small detail, then no big deal, but that's a lot to be doing. I'll show you something in the meantime. This is really cool. Mr. Hobby brush stand. Pretty cool. Good as that sounds well. I just got this. I bought it off of Doyusha.com. So what you do is this folds up like this. So when you're brushing and you don't want to just stick it down, look at that. It holds it there in place. Isn't that cool? That's pretty slick. That's really cute. So, and it catches down here, they're like there's steps, so it's not like it's gonna, you know, slide down or anything like that. So it holds your brushes in place. Now, one thing I have been using for the alligator clips is just sticking it in styrofoam. It's cheap. It's, you know, free. I mean, just something you just rescued out of the trash, you know. But it causes a mess. So look at this. I just unwrapped this one. This is Painting Base 2. I forget what company. HIQ Parts. And look at this. You just stick it in there. There. No mess. Really neat. And since this is kind of small, I bought this here. Hobby Base Premium Parts Collection. Large paint unit. It's more of the same. So it has both 3mm and 5mm. So 3mm and 5mm. See? Both are just fine, really. Doesn't matter to me. And there's two. It comes with two in this package here. Pretty slick. Lastly, I got Tamiya Modeling Max. Modeling Wax with applicator. Neat. I've never used this before, but I'll probably be using this on the model to wax it down. Pretty cool. A lot of people talk about automotive waxes and stuff like that to use on their models, but I don't live in America, so I don't know what you would use in Japan. This is pretty good though. This is Tamiya, so it's definitely made for plastic models. So there's no guesswork at all involved. So neat stuff. Masked this entire car, except for the door handles, as you can see, and the key tumblers. What I'm going to do is just do gloss black and then chrome it. I'm going to go all over this. Now, while I'm doing the gloss black, I'll also be taking care of the interior because there's no door panels. There's nothing inside here at all. This detail on this car is not one of its strengths. I'm not even sure if there's any strengths to this car, other than it's just a fairly nice, somewhat nice looking Mitsubishi Galant. I bought this, again, just blindly off of the internet. I have since discovered there are much better models, as I have found in this. You know, there's a really nice article in this magazine for this Mitsubishi Colt here. Much nicer looking car. And I believe this is by Nichimo. So, nice car. So anyhow, the one I have is Doyusha. Nichimo is actually no more. They just went out of business like in September. So anyhow, let's go ahead, do the black and chrome. Yay. So this is what it looks like now. I've taped a paper bag on the inside here to protect the black because I don't want the silver to be coming through the windows and messing up the inside. So my bold gamble seems to have paid off mostly. I am just using my X-Acto knife to kind of just gently, carefully scrape away some of the excess. Where masking it, you know, kind of bled under the masking just a bit. But I think it looks kind of nice. I mean, about as good as an amateur as myself could hope for. Now, this line here is a little bit rough, but elsewhere it doesn't look so bad. Just be careful about, you know, going around and scraping everything off. It doesn't look so bad, really. So there's a little bit of a mistake down here, but I just used some Tamiya Chrome, and here it's obvious, you can see, but when you're looking up here, it doesn't look so bad. So, The door handles got painted. And the little key tumbler got painted as well. Oh yeah, I forgot to do this one. Oh well, I'll just do it with just the Tommy acrylic chrome. But yeah, Alclad, gosh, I'm down like about a third. I've used 2/3 of that bottle by now. But the results are pretty freaking cool looking. I think I'm happy. It's not total exact, but I think it looks kind of cool, I guess. I'll just slowly work on this, try to make it a little bit better. I'll just be careful not to gouge the plastic and take off any of the yellow paint, because the yellow paint I think has worked out just fine. What I might, if possible, I might just use some sanding, because I think I got some here. I got most of it off, but it's not perfect. I think I might just kind of wet sand that little area a little bit, or use the polishing cloths. Actually, it might be that might work better. So yeah, pretty neat. I now have chrome all around the windows. Now here I'm gonna have to paint these over though, because these are the windshield wipers. Oh no, yeah, I got some more here. Yeah, I'll use the polishing cloths on that. So, yeah, neat.